This should be the class 1 of 501. We have 4 classes. We have one class at 8 a.m. We have one class at 9 a.m. We have one class 10. We have another at 11. They'll all use the same link, and the goal is for you to be able to practice at least once per week, and we will be going through our course. I'm going to take some time to go through the email, the welcome email, so I can explain how we'll be working. And if you have questions, you can always stop me. You can ask in Spanish or in English. And today's class is about introductions, right? So first, let me go through what you saw in the welcome email. Then I'll explain how we will operate in class, and I'll share some more things with you today, your first class. So let me share my screen. Now, as you can tell, we're in a level appropriate to your knowledge in English. And let me go here. All right, so this should be your class. 501B, class 1. I am Jason. You can call me Mr. Thomas, professor, doesn't matter to me. The goal is for us to be practicing together, and we're going to be using the course on the Moodle platform. For those who have not logged in yet, please log in. Your portal looks like this. You're going to be doing English 5 and 6. We will complete English 5 this year. And then from January to May, we will complete English 6. Right? So those are going to be the courses you're going to be doing this year. English is for a whole year. So we're starting now in August, and we're going all the way to next year, 2005. In your profiles, I want you to log in and explore. All right, we're going to start here first, but make sure you have access to both. All right? Of course, we're going to be speaking in class. We're going to be doing some forum activity. We're going to be doing some tests on the platform. We're going to be having these classes. And of course, I expect you to participate. And we're going to be having additional exercises on the platform. All right? So where are the forums? In each level, you'll have activities. All right? And next week when we start, the goal as your teacher is to help you practice using these concepts. I'll do a few things. I'll share videos with you. I will have exercises in class, try to make the class as dynamic as possible. And in this unit, I will activate a forum. The forum is down here. This forum will ask you a question, and you need to complete and upload your answer in the forum. All right? Everyone will answer or submit their forum activity here. All right, so I'll do an example. I will create the forum. You will get a notification. I'm going to send it to all the groups. And you will see the forum in your email for you to respond. When you open up the forum, you should add your response. You should submit your answer. I also want you to interact with the other submissions from your classmates. All right, so if you see something nice, tell your classmate, oh, that's very good, I like that, and interact with the submissions in the forum. Tests. Here in your platform, I will give you a forum activity for one, and then inside the activities, the units, you should do the activities here. As you complete the activities, take screenshots, right? Take screenshots of your work and create a folder. Now, I'm going to add everyone in this class to a Google Classroom space so that all of you can have access to a Google Drive. In this Google Drive, you can upload your classwork, create a folder with your name. Let me just mute Fernanda. Fernanda looks like she's in two classes at the same time. And save your work, right? Go through all of them, create your folders, and save your work. And that will give evidence of your exercises on the platform. Now, we will have one forum, and then we'll review both units with an exam. We won't have one forum, two forum, then three exam. No, we'll have one forum, exam, another forum, exam, another forum, exam. So you're constantly practicing in your units, exercises, do all the exercises, but our tests or our review will alternate, okay? Classes, as you see today, are via Zoom. The goal is for us to have at least one session every week so you can practice. These practice classes are in English, so you can practice the concepts you are learning in your course. Ask a lot of questions and ask them if you're not sure in Spanish. Perdón, ¿qué significa? No entiendo. All right? Raise your hands, ask questions so that you can get to understand all the concepts. You can ask questions in class, and you can ask questions via the group, or you can send me direct emails or direct messages. Our first deadline will be here. We will do those 3 units. So our next 2 classes, what I'll pay attention to is reviewing the first unit, this one, and then in the second class, I'll do the other 2 units together so that you can practice, so you can submit your forum before or on the 10th. All right? And you can check your calendar to see when your deadlines are. Right? So that's the first part. I'll stop sharing here. Questions, doubts, preguntas, dudas hasta aquí. everyone has access to the portal? ¿Todos tienen acceso a la plataforma?
Yo tengo una
Yes,
pregunta.
teacher.
Okay, let's start with Maldonado, and then we'll go to Dana.
Oh, yes, okay, the information.
Everything is okay? Okay, Dana?
Am, Disculpe, es que llegué un poco tarde, entonces no sé si las clases van a ser de 4 horas o va a ser 1 hora. Por ejemplo, de 8 a 9 o de 9 a 10 o cómo va a ser.
Question. So I have 4 classes, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, and 11 to 12. And you come to only one for the amount of time of that class. So just one. The room is the same for all of you. So you can choose which hour works best. Your hour is 8 a.m. Let me know if you have any trouble so we can make arrangements.
Ok, gracias.
You're welcome. Right? I think everyone knows how to use Zoom, so I won't talk too much about Zoom. The next thing I'll talk about is Google Classroom. Now, in addition to WhatsApp, I use Google Classroom to help with the delivery of your course. So you have your email, you have the WhatsApp group, you will also have access to Google Classroom. Now, this Google Classroom helps us to keep everything organized. Now, more than anything else, it's very important for you to be able to access information I share in class. So that's why we keep a space like Google Classroom, which is a little bit more organized than just WhatsApp. Right? For example, 8 a.m., let me answer her, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. And you guys can also talk in the groups. It's much better when you are the owners as well. Those are the hours. All right. I'm going to send everyone an invite to the Google Classroom space. Let me see if I can find you in one place. I'll just copy from the email again. And I'll show you what we will do in the Google Classroom space. All right, so I'll start sending you guys an invite, and then I'll explain how to use the Google Classroom. Hopefully everyone has access to all the information so you don't get lost. And this is one way we can keep everyone in the same place. More.
Teacher,
Yes, tell me.
then we can enter at what time? Either 8 or 9 and so on.
Let me know, and I'm going to show you one more thing after I show you the Google Classroom. All right. So second thing, Google Classroom. Here in the Google Classroom, I will share information about each class. All right, I'm going to show you an example from last year so that you can kind of get a good understanding of how we'll use it. All right. Every class is recorded. Every class, I'll use new material. Every class will have information that you might need after class. So I will keep everything organized here in your Google Classroom space. So I've sent an email to all of you so you can access the Google Classroom. And after every class, I will share something like this. Okay? The goal is keeping all of the information organized in one place. The second reason is if you miss a class, I'll be providing you 2 ways of reviewing the material and getting your attendance score. You can come here to the Google Classroom and watch the video, or you can go to the YouTube channel, make sure everyone subscribes, and watch the video there. Once you've completed watching the video, you need to comment. Leave a comment below the video so you can register your attendance. Now, how do you register your attendance? I'll stop sharing again. In every class, the first thing I want you to do when you come to class, today's an exception because it's the first time, the first thing you will do when you come to class is register your attendance. How do you register your attendance? Go in the chat and write your name. Jason Ricardo Thomas. And write your English group. 501B class 1. Right? That's what everyone should do when they join class. All right? So now we understand how to get to the platform. Now we understand our Google Classroom setup. Everyone, welcome again to class. Please write your name and groups in the chat and register your attendance. We'll do this at the beginning of each class, but today as an introduction, I wanted to show you around first. Please go ahead and go to the chat and write your full name and your group to register attendance. For those who did not understand, nombre completo y clase en el chat para registrar tu asistencia. Eso lo vamos a hacer todos los días. Lo primero era para explicarte un poquito primero, pero lo primero que van a hacer cuando llegan a las clases es registrar sus asistencias. Okay? And this will create a file and we will have your attendance of every class saved. Okay, so that's the first thing everyone will do. Good job. All right, now what if you're coming to another hour? Still, even if you're not in your classroom, always use your full name and your class, right? To make sure that you identify yourself with the correct information, right? It looks like most people are doing so. Good job. Some people are still coming in late. Let me just let them in. Good. All right. Now, while you do that, let me share some more information with you guys in the WhatsApp group and in the classroom space. I think everybody's good. If you haven't done so yet, full name and group in the chat. Let me go back to the second piece. What does our YouTube channel look like? Well, let me show you. Private channel for you guys to access it. And the goal is that everyone will have at least 2 different avenues to access, right? So remember, you can see your course on the portal. So on Moodle, you will see your course, your English 5 and 6, that's your course. And you should do your exercises and your forums and your exams there. After class, if you miss anything, you can always review in Google Classroom and or the YouTube channel. Share my screen again. So you can see the YouTube channel. Now, of course, this YouTube channel is specifically for the faculty. So go ahead and subscribe. And you can go here and watch my videos and the other videos from the other teachers. Okay? For your attendance purposes, you can comment under my video for your class, or you can find your information for your class. I'll put it in our space. So today, for example, I'll put information here, and you can find all the information for today's class in the classroom space. All right. Yes, Kenya.
I have a situation. I can join classroom through the link I sent. Could you use the code,
Yes,
please?
of course. I'll send it
Thank you.
again in the WhatsApp group so you guys can have it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I think Regina was late, so her microphone is open. Let me just mute that. And just reminding Regina, for example, that just joined, full name and group in the chat, Regina, to register your attendance. And try to be early, guys. If you come late, you miss a good part of the class. Right? So that's your classroom. That's the way to register your attendance. Let's talk a little bit about next week's class. Final thing. In next week's class, I'm going to focus on this. So your goal is to log in, add your photo, and start practicing, right? If you have a good work schedule, complete everything, but take your time. Remember, you have a certain amount of time from now to the deadline to complete all the activities in the units and complete your forum, right? Try to complete your activities and your forum before the deadline. When you do your activities on the platform, create a folder, send me an email saying, this is my folder, I'll review your work, and if I have comments or suggestions, I'll send something to you. And as you work, update your folder. And you can send me another email saying, okay, I've updated for unit 2, unit 3, etc. Keep saving your work in your folder. The portal does not save these. You will do it once, and if you leave, it will refresh. The portal saves your forums and your exams. So you have to save your exercises. Create your folder, take screenshots, and save your exercises as evidence of your work. Okay? Let me see if still looks like some people haven't registered their attendance. Remember, full name and groups in the chat. Yes. I don't see your first name, but I think your last name is
Sebastian, yeah.
Sebastian. Okay, Sebastian.
Yeah, teacher. Right now I will have a clinic photography class. So, can you let me in that class and leave right now? Because I is starting right now my other class.
Okay. My suggestion to you, Sebastian, is choose from the 4 classes, and when you come to the class, when you register your attendance, tell me which class you're coming from. You can go, but on Saturdays, come to the hour where you can take the whole class. All right, so if you come at 8, or at 9, or 10, or 11, make sure that you come to the one that you can stay the whole class, right?
Yeah, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. And I still see people just joining at 8:35, and we're almost done. All right. Remember to register your name and your group in the chat for attendance. All right. Any other questions? Any other doubts? Preguntas o dudas? Okay. All right. So I'll send you in the Google Classroom all the things we discussed. I'll also share some links in our WhatsApp group so that you can review. I'll upload the video of what we practiced today. And I will see you next Saturday, same time. If there's any problems, let me know. We can make adjustments and enjoy your Saturday. Have a wonderful weekend and welcome to your English course 2024-2025. Do your best and I'm sure you will have a lot of fun. See you next week. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
Thank you, teacher. Nice weekend.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you, teacher.
too. You're welcome.
Maestro, perdón.
Yes, tell me.
Bueno, tengo una duda. Este grupo es del B1, ¿verdad? ¿Cierto?
Yes.
Es que por WhatsApp nos habían comentado que la clase empezaba a las 10 del día de hoy.
Correct.
Entonces esto que acabo de comentar apenas recientemente fue como una introducción o algo así.
Correct.
Ah, ok, entonces nos tenemos que volver a unir a las 10.
Since you came to this one, it's the same thing I will repeat at 10. So you can come to 10 or you can come to 8. Come at one class.
Ah, ok, gracias.
You're welcome. All right. So I'll see you guys next week. If you have any questions whatsoever, let me know. Bye-bye for now.